The quietest person in the room is not the weakest. They are the one calculating every move you make without you ever knowing it. In a world obsessed with noise, opinions, and reactions, the people who say the least are the ones who control the most. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why. We'll go through 7 dark psychological reasons why silent people are the most dangerous force in any room, backed by history, philosophy, and some of the most ruthless minds who ever lived. By the end of this video, you will never look at a quiet person the same way again. 2,500 years ago, a Chinese military strategist wrote something that would echo through every empire, every boardroom, and every relationship for centuries to come. His name was Sun Tzu, and in The Art of War, he wrote, "Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak." This is the foundation of silent power. The idea that what you don't reveal is far more dangerous than anything you say. Robert Greene, the author of The 48 Laws of Power, turned this into law number 4. Always say less than necessary. He wrote, "The more you say, the more common you appear. The more common you appear, the less power you hold." But why does silence work this way? Why does a person who says nothing make everyone uncomfortable? Let's break it down. Reason number 1. Silence creates a vacuum, and people rush to fill it. Here's what most people don't understand about human psychology. We are wired to fill silence. It makes us deeply uncomfortable. When someone sits across from you and says nothing, your brain panics. You start talking more. You start revealing more. You start giving away your position. And that is exactly what the silent person wants. Niccolò Machiavelli, the father of political strategy, understood this better than anyone. In Renaissance Italy, where a single word could get you killed, Machiavelli observed that the men who survived the longest were not the ones who spoke the loudest. They were the ones who watched, who listened, who revealed nothing. He wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Think about that. Everyone sees what you appear to be. The silent person controls that appearance perfectly. They give you nothing to work with. No weakness, no emotion, no opening. While you are busy talking, performing, reacting, they are collecting data, mapping your patterns, understanding your fears, all without saying a single word. In negotiation psychology, this is called strategic silence. FBI negotiators use it. Corporate deal makers use it, and history's greatest leaders used it instinctively, because whoever speaks first loses. Now, if you're already starting to see your own conversations differently, that's a sign. Stay with me, because reason number 3 is where it gets truly unsettling. Reason number 2. Silence is the ultimate form of emotional control. Most people react. Someone insults them, they fire back. Someone provokes them, they lose their composure. Someone challenges them, they defend themselves. But the dangerous person, the silent one, they do none of that. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the Roman Empire, wrote in his private journal, a book never meant to be published, these words, "The best answer to anger is silence." Think about the weight of that. The Emperor of Rome, a man who commanded legions, who held the power of life and death over millions, and his answer to provocation was nothing. Not because he was weak, because he understood something most people never will. When you react, you give the other person control over your emotions. When you stay silent, you keep all the power. He also wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is why silent people are dangerous. They have mastered the one thing that 99% of people cannot control, their own emotional reaction. While everyone around them is being pulled by anger, fear, ego, and the need to be right, the silent person sits in the center of the storm, unmoved, watching, waiting, And that calm is terrifying to those who depend on your reaction to feel powerful. Reason number 3. And this is the one that makes people truly uncomfortable. Silence doesn't just protect you, it exposes everyone else. Here's the dark truth. When you stop talking, other people can't stop themselves. They fill the silence with their insecurities, their fears, their hidden agendas. They reveal things they never intended to share, simply because the absence of noise becomes unbearable to them. Machiavelli called this the mirror strategy. Stay silent, and people project their own nature onto you. The insecure person assumes you're judging them. The guilty person assumes you know their secret. The manipulator assumes you're plotting against them. You haven't done anything, you haven't said a single word, but your silence has already won. There's a historical example that proves this perfectly. Queen Elizabeth I of England ruled for 44 years in a world designed to destroy her. She was a woman in a man's world, surrounded by enemies, plotters, and foreign powers who wanted her dead. Her greatest weapon? Silence and strategic delay. When her advisors demanded answers, she waited. When foreign kings threatened war, she said nothing. When her own court tried to pressure her into marriage for political alliance, she remained silent for years, sometimes decades. And in that silence, her enemies revealed themselves. The impatient ones made rash moves. The conspirators exposed their networks. The ambitious ones overplayed their hands. Elizabeth watched, and then she struck. With perfect precision at the perfect moment. She once said, "I have the body of a weak woman, but the heart and stomach of a king." Her silence was the weapon that proved it. If you're watching this and recognizing these patterns in your own life, someone who sits quietly while everyone talks, someone who always seems to know more than they say, then this video was made for you. Subscribe if you want more lessons like this, because what's coming next is the most powerful reason of all. Reason number 4, silence triggers humanity's deepest fear, the fear of the unknown. Human beings are not afraid of danger. We are afraid of what we can't predict. A loud enemy is a known enemy. You know their position, their anger, their next move. But a silent enemy? You know nothing, and the less you know, the more you fear. This is exactly what Tokugawa Ieyasu understood. In 16th century Japan, 3 warlords fought to unify the country. The first, Oda Nobunaga, was aggressive and ruthless. He burned temples and massacred armies. The second, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, was charismatic and clever. He charmed his way to power. But the third, Tokugawa Ieyasu, said almost nothing for decades. There's a famous Japanese proverb about the 3. Nobunaga made the rice cake, Hideyoshi baked it, and Ieyasu sat down and ate it. While the other 2 burned through their energy, their armies, their alliances, and their lives, Ieyasu waited, silently, patiently, for over 20 years. And then, when both were gone, Nobunaga assassinated Hideyoshi dead from illness. Ieyasu took everything. He established a dynasty that ruled Japan for 260 years. His strategy was pure silence. He never revealed his ambitions. He never showed his hand. He let louder men destroy themselves. And then he walked through the wreckage and claimed the throne. That is the terrifying power of patience, of saying nothing, of waiting while the world burns around you, and then rebuilding it on your terms. Reason number 5, people don't respect noise, they respect scarcity. Think about the people you admire most in your life, the ones whose opinion actually matters to you. Are they the ones who talk all the time, who share every thought, every reaction, every opinion? Or are they the ones who speak rarely, but when they do, the entire room stops? Robert Greene wrote, "The human tongue is a beast that few can master. It strains constantly to break out of its cage, and if it is not tamed, it will run wild and cause you grief." This is why silent people command respect, not because they have nothing to say, but because they've decided that most things aren't worth saying. When someone speaks once in an hour-long meeting and every word carries weight, that person is remembered. When someone speaks every 5 minutes, filling the air with noise, they become background. Scarcity creates value in economics, in relationships, and in power. Your attention is the most valuable currency you own, and the silent person, they never spend it recklessly. Reason number 6. While you're talking, the silent person is studying you. Every word you say reveals something. Your insecurities, your desires, your fears, your patterns. You think you're having a conversation, but the silent person is conducting an analysis. They notice what makes you defensive. They notice what topics you avoid. They notice when your voice changes, when your body shifts, when your eyes look away. Machiavelli wrote, "Stay calm, observe, speak less, reveal nothing, and let time expose who is truly powerful." This is why con artists, detectives, therapists, and intelligence officers all share the same skill: the ability to be quiet and let the other person reveal themselves. You cannot read a room if you're busy filling it with your voice. You cannot understand a person if you're too busy trying to impress them. The silent observer sees everything, and in a world full of people desperate to be heard, the one who listens holds all the cards. And now the final reason, the most dangerous of all. A word once spoken can never be taken back. A reaction once given can never be undone. An emotion once revealed becomes a weapon in someone else's hands. But silence is permanent armor. You can never be quoted on something you didn't say. You can never be held accountable for a reaction you didn't give. You can never be manipulated through emotions you didn't reveal. This is why, across every culture, every era, and every philosophy, silence has been the weapon of the wise. Sun Tzu used it as military strategy. Machiavelli used it as political survival. Marcus Aurelius used it as emotional mastery. Elizabeth I used it as royal power. Tokugawa Ieyasu used it to build an empire that lasted 260 years. And the lesson is always the same. The loudest person in the room is the weakest. The quietest person in the room is the one you should fear. Because while you were talking, they were thinking. While you were reacting, they were planning. While you were revealing, they were learning. And by the time you realize what happened, it's already too late. Here's the truth most people will ignore. You watched this entire video. That alone puts you in a different category. Most people click away after 30 seconds. Most people don't have the patience to learn what you just learned. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, practice one thing: say less. In every conversation, every argument, every moment where you feel the urge to react, hold back. Observe. Let the silence do the work and watch what happens. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe. Because next time, we're going even deeper into the 9 rules Marcus Aurelius used to never be controlled again. Until then, be silent, think deep, win quietly,